you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Austin Seibert ready to get us started, and now off we go from Cleveland. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Second and 11. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready for me! 25!
first with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Do they take a big chance here in their own territory? And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
45, Mike, 45. Bandit. Check 15. Check. Real. Check. Alert. Crunch. Check. Fresno.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
1st and goal from the 3.
Hey, alert. Mike, 45. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Now let's get there. Regular.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Falcons 0. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
On 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. Fighting him off. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Atlanta.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On the toss, it's Gurley. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of The offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end.
He rifles one that's
They should have put a
intercepted.
stamp on me in the locker.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
46-yard line.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. King. Check. Run.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one.
With the score, Browns 7, Falcons nothing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert! Check three. Pistol.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
3-yard line.
Point it right.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Browns.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play leads to second and goal.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. B.J. Goodson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 51, Mike.
After the sack on first down, Ryan, it's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards of first down.
First down, Falcons.
Now Ryan on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, 58. Double dog. That's the way. Undercut, 58. Undercut.
Now it's Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
22-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. Hey, replay. Rap. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is JoJo Natson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He finds his target back up. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Mayfield to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 42-yard line.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike 59. Mike 59.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Alert, 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 alert. Check 26, check my guy.
Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught. Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. You totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give them a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. First half in the ball.